Hello, everyone. Hello, Zakk. How are you?
I am tired. I am stressed. A little hungry. I'm telling you, man, I'm going through the works. It seems like a guy like me could certainly need a hero. Hey, who's that guy over there?
Oh, it's Keo.
I'm not gonna lie.
Hello.
I thought this was gonna be a spot, an ad read. I'm like, oh my God, you guys have ads already?
We already got
Congratulations! Hey, yo, congratulations!
I could certainly need a hero, which is why I'm summoning Big and Raid Shadow Legends.
Raid Shadow Legends. Now you can play as me. Polypede works.
That would be sick, actually. I would actually play the game if you were putting it.
I would play it too. Because I don't. But introduce yourself, sir.
I am Keo the Third. I'll be referred to as Mike during this stream, and I'm a Twitch streamer to no people most of the time.
Let's go.
But you can watch me at twitch.tv/Keo the Third. Third is spelled 3RD.
And he is an excellent Monster Hunter streamer. I'm sorry. Go on. My bad.
No, that was just it. Also, I appreciate it if you don't lie to your audience.
Emphasis on was.
He's good. I've watched you. You're good. You're better than me.
Well, that was a joke because we're doing RuneScape right now.
Oh.
We'll be back.
We'll get back
Wilds.
I was about to say, Wilds will come out. That'll be our life for a year, so...
Maybe I will join and get Wilds.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Introduce you into the series proper.
Yeah. I want to try World, because I have World, and I have the one for the Switch. What's it called?
Rise?
I have that.
Of Rise.
I don't have Sunbreak, though. DLC.
I wouldn't get Sunbreak until you beat Rise.
That's fair.
It's not necessary until you're in the paint. Because Sunbreak is just post-game stuff.
Fair. I do like the funny platypus guy, because he is funny. I like him a lot.
Yeah. What is that? Starts with a T. Tetranodon?
I think.
Either way.
My God, it's been too long.
Monster Hunter and all. It's slipping from my mind like Pokemon.
Oh, Pokemon.
What is left if I don't have that?
Pokemon's a bunch of butts. I'm so tired of Pokemon. I've been playing Showdown. Go on, sorry.
And Pokemon, man, is stupid and dumb, and I wasn't playing it before getting on here.
I'm not playing it as we speak.
I didn't come out of National Showdown.
Yeah, I have to focus when we're talking about My Hero. I'm on RuneScape right now.
So for the viewing audience at home, I don't read the My Hero macadamia nut, but Zakk and Mike sure do. So they will be guiding us through as I grumble and mumble in the background. But this chapter was pretty good. I must say, I did read it.
Since we have our specific guest on, do you mind if I start with a story of how I got into My Hero Academia?
Go nuts, brother.
There was a man in my life who really liked this manga. And they were caught up with the manga. I'd watched like a little bit of the anime. I think I'd finished season 1, but I hadn't got through season 2. Season 3 wasn't out yet. He had caught up with the manga, and I think this was during like the Dark Deku arc, like Deku's Batman arc.
Mm-hmm.
And he was going crazy. He's like, I need somebody in my life to talk about this series with, or else I will explode. So he came to me with an ultimatum. I will read One Piece front to back if you catch up on My Hero Academia. And here we are, the newest chapter of My Hero Academia. Me catching up. What chapter are you on, Mike?
In One Piece, I've just entered Wano. So I've got 4 years at least of chapters to read.
I think it's 5 years by now.
I've got
6.
the entirety of base Naruto to read through.
You know what? No, it might be 6 years by now.
Yeah, it is.
Kill me.
Because I subscribe to another Twitch channel during the Nika reveal.
Right.
And I just celebrated my 17th month.
I just got
almost been 2 years.
I got past the rice moment.
The best moment in Wano.
Yeah.
It peaks right there.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
What I've been told. It's why I've struggled to I read that like a month ago, and I've struggled to be like, time to continue, because you have constantly said once you get to that moment, Wano peaks. I'm like, oh my god, there's 300 chapters of this.
Yeah, Wano has one of the strongest openers of any arc of One Piece.
It does.
It's immaculate. It's amazing.
I love that the Sunny is like beached on the beach. It kind of opens things up for adventure. And then the funny baby gets the rice pudding, and it's very good. And then yeah. That's it.
That's where I'm at on One Piece. I know most of the spoilers for One Piece. Well, I don't fully understand what's happening in Egghead. The internet has pretty much spoiled everything in Wano.
So you know about the magical albino.
All right, it hasn't spoiled everything in Wano.
Yeah, Mike, you do know about the magical albino.
I don't even know what that means.
It's a power that turns you into a white man with red eyes.
Oh, is that what they call? Is that what?
No, that's what
Nika?
we call Gear 5.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And then what else happens? Oh yeah, a bunch of animal freaks show up, and they're all bad.
They're all good, but used poorly.
Yeah, that's true. They're all good, but used poorly. I love the designs. One guy's just
love the designs, love the gimmicks, love the jokes. Narratively, they are used very, very poorly.
They're also very tough because the horse one just takes a blast from Kaido and she's still alive, so that's cool.
I was unaware there was a horse one.
And she stays throughout the entire...
She is the best.
Yeah, she is the best.
All my homies love speed.
And she becomes a mother at the end of the arc, which is very touching.
Don't spoil it!
I'm sorry. Oh, nuts.
Ah, it's ruined.
Oh, wait, is this the newest chapter? Oh, this is the newest chapter.
Yes, the newest chapter.
Oops.
Oh, should I go back?
Well, no, I was like, okay, while we're doing all this, I'll just read the chapters leading up to the newest chapter just to catch up.
You were very confused.
And I just finished the chapter. I went, next chapter. Next chapter. Fear.
So
go on.
So Zakk, you're not caught up. But
I'm caught up now.
I mean, you're missing 2 chapters. No, you're kind of caught up. But
no, I just skipped through. I just skipped through the last. No, I missed 408. I'm missing 1 chapter. Hold on.
I am missing 399.
Well, let me tell you a tale about how Shoji is the best character for 374 chapters, and you just told me now?
What do you mean he's been the best character?
Horikoshi reminds me of a young Kishimoto.
Very much so.
I love Horikoshi.
But man.
Sometimes. Sometimes.
Brother, he's like how Kubo gets sometimes when he'll write something immaculate and you're like, oh my goodness gracious, you had this in you, and then League of Legends shows up and you're like, oh.
Yeah, then League of Legends is canon to the My Hero Academia.
Let's go! There was something else that was... No, it was just how Cammy taught. I was about to say, there was something else that people were like, oh my Cammy, yeah, whatever her name is.
Wait, the mermaid?
No,
there's
sort of. Same name.
There is a character who her power
PW,
is,
you would love Kami.
Oh.
Her ability is that she has illusions. She can make illusions. Ooh-wee. She's Gus. But Zakk read the chapter before me because he reads the fans' translations, I read the official releases. And Zakk was like, I can't believe the fan translators were just making the most wild dialogue choices. And then I read the chapter, and I go, Zakk.
It's
Zakk,
real.
It's real. It's real.
Oh, I remember her from the anime.
Yeah.
So Horikoshi, these designs are wild, though.
Horikoshi needs to calm down sometimes.
Horikoshi, please.
This is an arrest. Ooh. Yeah, but Momo's crazy too, though, so I'm not surprised.
Horikoshi, if you're gonna have characters with that design, for the love of God, more Mandalay on screen, please.
Give me my pussycat girls. I need them.
Oh yeah, they're good. I like them.
I need more Ragdoll in my life. I love her so much.
Which one is the one? Go on, sorry.
I'm just gonna say, there's so many good characters in My Hero Academia, and then you have Mineta, who's like just the.
And then you have our protagonist.
Yeah.
Let's forget about Mineta.
Deku we have fine.
Yeah, Deku is fine, and that's a problem.
I would have leveled with you, big dog. Deku is the barrier for me getting fully into this.
Deku is the barrier for a lot of people. A lot of people struggle with Deku.
Because he is surrounded by so much Kino.
Even Bakugo. I've always kind of had a soft spot for Bakugo. And this
You're going to love this chapter.
I know. I know. I was like, oh, I jumped out of my seat. This is the most Kino.
I'm standing and clapping.
It's so based. Oh my. It was so based about it. You don't get a lot of explosion characters in media, period. So this is a rare treat.
Especially like in manga, explosions are so hard to draw.
Yeah.
If, like you get characters do explosions, but they're like Megameme from Konosuba, where they'll do it once and you're like, we'll never draw it again for the next 30 chapters because it's too much. Bakugo is just, how many explosions can we fit in a chapter?
So good.
It's so good.
Because I think like in One Piece, there are technically 3. Technically. But 2 of them are minor characters, and the other character, who is very popular right now, just does it as a means to an end. It's not like his main ability. And even then, it's not drawn in a bombastic, exciting way. It's just like a big shape that comes on screen. So I'm very pleased by this chapter. It's very cool.
One thing that I'm noticing reading back through these chapters that I've missed, I love that Bakugo's eyes are explosions. That's so cool.
Oh, wait, they are?
They've been explosions since he got back up.
Yeah.
Oh, they are. Oh my god.
It's so sick.
So, yeah. What's going on is he's blowing up his blood or something. I don't fully understand what he's completely doing, but he's got a bunch of micro explosions going, like blowing up inside of him. And like every screen, if you scroll, you'll see like a bunch of white specks if Baku goes on screen. And it's just because he's consistently exploding. The art is so Horikoshi is a madman.
Immaculate. Oh.
We're on a 2-week break, which sucks because I hate having to take a 2-week break. But when we get this shit, every chapter, I'm shocked we get 2 chapters a month.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
this has been some crazy nonsense that my man has been drawing on a weekly a bi-weekly basis. This is crazy.
This whole arc has been like this. Has there been a slowdown? Like, what has been the slowdown moment when it comes to?
I guess Ochako versus Toga.
Ooh.
Even that was like a lot of crazy stuff happening.
There's a lot of crazy stuff, and even when that fight slowed down, there was so much consistent damage between all of the characters that it would still take. Like, I'm not talking about like a lot going on in the story. I'm talking about just for drawing purposes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on.
This is pretty much the
And that
equivalent of if Oda decided to end One Piece around Alabasta.
Yeah, it reminds me of a young Oda. It does. Because this has the same...
What,
Oh, I'm
chapter
sorry.
400. That's around... Is that around Enies Lobby?
In its lobby, I think we're peeking in the Thriller Bark if we're not dead center in its lobby.
Yeah.
And
So yeah, that's where Oda kind of peaked in his art style.
A little bit, because Thriller Bark is
And-
crazy.
And Horikoshi's kind of like pushing that
Enies
right now. Where
Lobby
he's
is-
peaking in his art style
Yeah.
as he's
Enies
ending
Lo-
the show. Go on.
Enies Lobby begins at chapter 358.
Okay.
Well, it's
Sounds
first,
about right.
The first time it's mentioned is 358. So when is... I'm not on New York. I'm actually on Enies Lobby as the location.
But this has just been so impressive.
It is.
The level of detail that he draws on everyone. Especially when I also have to read One Piece every week.
One Piece. I've always struggled with reading One Piece because
Fair.
I don't specifically like Oda's art style.
Oda's always
I
kind of
don't-
sucked at paneling.
Yeah.
I don't think his paneling is very good. So when you get to action, I'm confused. I can't
Yeah.
figure out what's going on because he doesn't panel very well.
Action scenes have always been like the weird part in the manga. The party scenes have always been pretty good because the energy flows very naturally, like in these big sort of Last
Yeah,
Supper.
Oda has always been best when he is doing big, gigantic, like page-wide spreads.
Yeah.
Where he could tell a story within a single page. He doesn't have to panel anything in a specific way. He doesn't have to do anything like weird and wacky with how the formatting is. He can just draw a picture on a page. Right there is where Oda thrives.
I disagree. Oda
Oh.
thrives in the small gags.
Oda's the best
Oda
at
is
comedy.
Yeah.
Oda is the king at comedy.
He's the best at making really funny stuff, and he's the best at characterization.
Yeah.
Which makes me so bad. So sad about Egghead.
Egghead.
Like I don't. No, go on.
Go on, you go on.
I was just gonna say I don't know, and admittedly I don't read a whole lot of manga, but I can't think of a mangaka that writes gags as good as Oda.
The closest one I would think about is Toriyama, but
Toriyama, yeah, back in Dragon Ball.
But Toriyama's like stuck in poop land a little bit, like with Dr. Slump. He can't get over poop jokes.
Right.
True.
It's very funny though, but yeah.
My man does default. Yeah, a lot of Toriyama's humor is very crass, where a lot of Oda's humor is very like human and character driven.
And it takes you a minute to realize something because, like, you may have picked up on this, but I sure didn't. In Kuma's flashback, a particular character has the word sister on her tank top while dressed as a Hooters waitress. And I didn't get like, oh, no, wait. She has sister on her tank top and she's in a church. So she's the religious sister, but it's funny that she's dressed as she's dressed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
Excuse me, I gotta do some One Piece.
Just
research
look up
real
Jenny,
fast.
you'll love her.
Yeah. You won't love what happens to her though. Yikes.
I actually do know what happens to that kid. I'm assuming because I've spoiled. I occasionally go in and to see what's going on in One Piece. I've been doing that since I don't know 2011. Well, I'll just occasionally look at One Piece, and that was one of those chapters where I'm like, "What's going on currently in One Piece?" And I saw Kuma's backstory. I'm like, "Oh,
Oh, why did they do this?
That was also the chapter where everyone realized that Bonnie was 11. That's the chapter after. It was around that time, and I just remember everyone was like, "Oh my god, Oda, no!"
F's in chat.
F's in chat.
Boom.
F's in chat, boys.
F's in chat. So yeah, this Horikoshi reminds me of a young Oda filled with spryest vigor, like springtime youth. But now our Oda is a little old, a little slow. He still puts out good work. But when the albino fought the light bulb, I didn't know what was happening. You remember that, Zachary?
But I was standing and clapping.
I was standing and clapping because it was cool. Because Kizaru never does anything.
My man literally punched the stars out of his head. It was cool.
It was cool. And it was funny because his head turned rubber and I laughed. But back to My Hero Academia.
Back to good manga.
Hey!
Wait, we're not talking about Naruto. What up?
That'll be next time you're on stream.
Well, when the Naruto chat comes, I will have to edit myself because I would just keep ducking on it.
Yeah, that'll be the week that'd be like me and Michael talk about Naruto. You'd be like, "Hey guys, I'm just gonna sit this one out."
Polypede Works has been removed from chat for being toxic. And then we can read a good manga called Hunter x Hunter. Okay, I'm
no,
start.
we can't. Listen, I don't care what anyone says. When you've got an entire double page filled with text and then one small drawing of a character saying that text, it's not a good manga. At that point, it's just a light novel.
That is true. I will not hold you.
PW, I have some terrible news about our guest today.
I did not like Hunter x Hunter.
We got to Uvo again. He dropped the series.
Dropped it. It was done.
You didn't get to Chimera Ant?
No.
I was done.
Oh,
Dude, he didn't make it. He dropped it during York New.
Oh,
he didn't like the show.
My days.
I couldn't. There were some characters I liked. I like Killua. I like the guy whose name I can never remember.
Leorio.
Yeah, that guy. Kurapika was fine. And then Kurapika got the Sharingan. I was like, I'm done. I'm so dumb.
Or did Sasuke get the Kurapika? I'm sorry, I can't.
I mean,
the Kurha eyes.
Kishimoto fumbled the ball with the Sharingan. I ain't gonna defend Kishimoto.
And it's sad because on paper it's a very good idea, but copy abilities in your superpower series is a little wild.
Yeah, that's why it's awesome.
It is awesome.
All you need is the copy ability.
You don't
need to give them JoJo stands, mechs,
fire,
infinite burning fire, ultimate genjutsu, teleportation.
It spirals. If it was just copy, fine.
If it was just copying and being able to read movement really well, perfect ability.
Yeah, really.
No notes.
I don't think. I can't think of a big mangaka that's fumbled the ball like that with a power.
I want to say,
I guess you could kind of,
Well, let me tell you about this humble little series called One Piece.
Zakk,
you know what?
Do it.
I understand where you're coming from.
The power is good. It's just the lore that sucks.
Yeah, and I guess a lot of people would probably say the same with bringing it back to the subject.
My Hero Academia.
One for all.
One for all. I'm still upset about that.
I hate it.
It was, to me, it was always Deku was going to have multiple quirks. That's how I always thought it was going to happen. So when everyone was surprised, including the characters, that he had multiple quirks, I was very confused. I was like, why is everyone surprised? That's what they said the power was.
Because All Might didn't have multiple quirks.
I always just assumed he did, but he just didn't need them.
I don't understand All Might. Like, I get he's like the Superman, right? Technically.
Right.
But like, how do you get this far with super strength? Like, I never got that.
Because he's awesome. And it's not about the power that makes All Might, as we have seen through the awesome, incredible, wonderful APR Limited.
Brother, Carmite, I had a fan myself. That got too hot.
Yeah, Carmite proves that it's
good.
not. Carmite proves that it's not the power that makes the man. It's the man that makes the power.
It is the man that makes the power.
Which is what the entire series has been about.
Which is so crazy that they gave that to All Might and not Deku.
That should have been.
Yo,
Deku.
this is the main character.
No, you are wrong. They absolutely have.
I know, but I'd rather pog about All Might.
That's
I'm gonna do that instead.
But you constantly do this, and I'm constantly triggered about it. Because currently there's a moment so Deku's fighting the big bad while Bakugo's fighting the other big bad. Meanwhile, there is a giant piece of land that is careening towards the ground because it was made to save people and keep them away from Shigaraki's power, and it didn't work. So now it's falling. And the big thing is a bunch of the characters that Deku dealt with and who he impacted, who were villains and now aren't villains, are saving the day. Because Stain is dude, that Stain moment is so good. Another moment where Deku's what Deku does affects the world around him, although that Stain is more of an All Might thing than it is a Deku thing. That Stain moment was when Stain shows up out of nowhere yelling at All Might to finish the fight. Oh my god. Stain, All for One had to cheat to get out of that. But Zakk, I don't know about you with these current chapters. With the Bakugo and Bakugo fighting One for All, and it's high octane, it's really cool action. Everything is great. There's nothing really wrong with this. But after Carmite, I feel like I'm going through the motions of just reading now. It's like, all right, time for this week's chapter.
Dude, we peaked.
That Carmite.
This felt like the climax of the entire series.
It did, though. From the outside looking in, I'm like, oh, this is the Super Saiyan moment. Oh, let's get the spectacles out, boys.
This is in my head. This is what Deku should have been the whole time.
It should. I agree completely. Deku should have never gotten a quirk.
Because they can't. Okay. Mike, Zakk, here's what I don't get. Like, equipment is okay. Equipment to me in my head is kind of like your hockey sort of moment, but cooler because it helps you improve your quirk, but it also helps if you don't have a quirk and you can match up with people who
anyone could use equipment.
Right. So it's interesting, like, if you have someone adept with equipment and then they can be on par with someone with a very phenomenal quirk. That's what I feel like the whole series should have been. And we see Deku, like, in the lab constantly. Like that one character who's, like, again, a Horikoshi moment with the pink hair. And she's very generously endowed. That should have been Deku, or, like, Deku's, like, lab partner. And then, like, they're thinking about different things of how to beat these villains.
That would be a really cool kind of spin-off show.
Yeah.
About, like, turn this big superhero show into more of like a detective show starring the support crew. Trying to, like, finagle their way out of problems using science instead of raw brute strength.
I could not care about vigilantes, but if they did My Hero support course, I would read every chapter of that the minute it drops.
Yeah, that'd be so cool.
Because the parts that I've seen about her, like, from the anime and stuff, I am fascinated.
Mm-hmm.
This is interesting.
I like her eyes. I think they're really cool.
Yeah, like their reticles. Yeah, they're great.
Mm-hmm.
Can't remember her name. It's driving me crazy. It starts with an H.
I was about to say, it starts with an H?
And
H.
And her
I want to say
teacher
Hifumi, and that's
based.
Is it?
He.
No.
He.
Oh.
Ho.
See, I know her quirk, so I'll just look it up this way. The quirk is known as. Oh no, that's not. It's I was wrong. I don't know a quirk.
Support girl.
That's fair.
Mei Hatsume.
There it is. Hatsume. Christ.
We stand Hatsume.
Good lord, this
Hatsume's great.
picture on the wiki. Why would you pick that one? Anyway.
Because degenerates.
What is the main picture of her on the... That's fine. I don't get it. What's wrong with it? She's in a support course outfit.
She sure is.
Maybe we're seeing two different pictures.
It's just her in a support course outfit putting up her hair.
Sure.
Is it because she's in a tank top?
So Carmite.
Oh. Ooh.
Carmite is...
Yeah, Carmite.
I just gotta say, man, it sure is good that my sweat isn't nitroglycerin. Anyway. Carmite rules.
Carmite's cool.
Carmite is such a good moment. That moment where All Might approaches One for All, and then the car starts transforming was so great, and it was ruined because they went into like 20 chapters of dealing with anything else. It's like here we go, All Might versus All for One. Now do you care about family, Todoroki? And it's like, I do, but come on.
But what's going on with Mineta?
Does Mineta get better?
No.
Oh.
In fact,
Does Mineta get a moment? No.
Horikoshi did a Shakov's gun moment with Mineta. And
Chekhov's gun.
Chekhov's gun.
Oh my! It hasn't happened.
It didn't happen. It won't happen. That ball is gone.
Oh yeah, we've seen his back now.
There's a moment where Mineta sticks One for All on the back of the leg, and I was like, oh my god.
Mineta's going to steal the kill. It's going to be amazing.
They're going to do something, and it's going to be great. They're going to give this one joke of a character a moment, and I will explode from joy and laughter. And they either Horikoshi forgot or just decided, nah, I don't want to do that.
In his defense, it has been a year.
I don't care. I don't care.
So
Horikoshi's a hack.
Well,
we're reading One Piece this week.
I can't even call him a hack because there are some times where I'm legitimately blown away, and but then I'm reminded of all the garbage, and I'm so confused. It's so bad, but I like my lady.
Didn't you? Yeah. Yeah, of course you. Everyone likes my lady. Pick a better character.
Asui.
All right, I said
Frog
pick
girl.
a better character. Come on.
Oh man.
I can't stand Asui.
Really?
Can't stand her. She has such a good design, and Horikoshi does nothing with her.
Horikoshi has done absolutely nothing with her this entire
she has zero character. She just looks like a frog, and that's fun, and that's it. She's got one of the best designs in the show, and literally nothing else. And I'm infuriated by her existence because she does nothing.
Well, as I've been informed by Zakk, she can't be the main girl because she's too weird. We need good, safe girls like Uchako.
Oh yeah, obviously. Obviously, it's got to be Ochako, which ruins my Bakugo Midoriya ship.
It's time to send death threats, boys. This is my quirk, death threats.
Whenever an artist ships characters together that I don't agree with, they have to be punished.
The louder my keyboard, the more powerful my quirk.
His quirk, Twitter.
I've evolved my quirk. It's called X now.
Oh.
What do you mean you've been banned from Twitch?
Oh. But where my stand? Elon Musk.
Elon.
Oh boy.
Dude, I can't remember. At one point, Horikoshi confirmed a ship, and people were so mad.
Good
that was
Lord.
Weeks of death threats. It's like, gee, I don't even remember the ship that was. I think it was the Kirishima pink girl. I can't remember names right now. I'm sorry.
Kirishima and Ashido.
Yeah, Ashido.
I love Ashido.
Ashido's great, but
Hiroshima also great.
Yeah, well, second best character, third best because Hawks, and then Oyama, who is king.
You've forgotten about our favorite paraplegic buddy girl.
Oh, why did he do that?
Okay,
why did he do this? What did Horikoshi mean by this?
Why did he do it? Because he is the GOAT. Having a character that's so just, I want to win a fight, and is just willing to have her limbs be lopped off. Awesome. Amazing.
Perfect character for a support system, because now she can lose as many limbs as she could possibly want. She's like, we can build more? Why do I care about these dumb fleshy limbs? They're going to break off anyway.
That's crazy.
He had a rocket launcher powered. She had a rocket powered fist. It was cool. Mirko.
Honestly, let's get her a car.
Yeah, where's Car Robot?
Well, I mean, we got All Might sponsored by Ford. Where is Mirko sponsored by Honda?
Yes, then we can have what's that character from Sonic? The Sonic cartoons, Bunny Bot or something?
Bunny, I have no idea.
From the SatAM, she could be that. God,
it's been so long since I've watched SatAM.
I never watched SatAM. I watched the Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, the bad one.
Unfortunately, my Sonic lore is lacking.
The bad one. What are you talking about?
All of my gamer cred.
It was the one that had no story. It was here's a Saturday morning cartoon. It wasn't the one with the story that everyone loves. Yeah. It's the one that just kind of was. They stood around for Mike, 23 minutes and they called it a day.
Mike, there is no bad Sonic cartoon.
Sonic X begs to disagree.
Oh, come on, Sonic X. Well,
listen, any show with Chris Thorndike in it is a bad show. I don't care.
I remember I went to a convention one time, and they had a whole bunch of different rooms. Like, usually if you go to an anime convention, they're gonna have rooms specifically built to just play anime all day. So if you need some time to take a break, want to sit down, watch a good show, maybe something you've never seen before, you can go ahead and do that as part of your day. So I'm sitting there waiting for a panel. I was like, I might as well just go into one of these rooms. So I just walk into a random one, and I see these cool cars flying through a raceway, jet streaks going by, Eurobeat music is blasting. It's like, dude, did I just walk into Initial D? And I sat down. I was like, dude, this is gonna be so sick. I can't wait to watch this. And then Sonic the Hedgehog showed up on stream. I went, no, it's Sonic X. Oh god,
gotta go fast.
That's what Horikoshi is missing. Sonic the Hedgehog.
Oh,
it might be canon.
Because Godzilla's canon.
That's fair. If League of Legends is canon, I mean, what isn't canon in this universe?
That's like a literal Godzilla character, right? That's where it's the fourth coat from Naruto.
I remember, but I don't. I remember the guy, but I don't remember the non-copyright named quirk.
We have a man who can literally turn into a giant hulking mass of muscle.
All right, I was wrong. His name was Godzilla.
Why on earth do we need League of Legends when Godzilla exists in the world?
This is the guy who's Godzilla walking around getting groceries. Okay.
Yeah, some characters might have cool super strength or the ability to become big, But he's Godzilla. He won the Quark lottery.
Yeah. Some people can turn really big. Some people can like manipulate fire or water, bend the elements to their wills. Some people can punch so hard that entire city blocks are flattened. The weather bends to their will. Some quirks let you fire acid from your fingertips or explosions from your sweat. But I am an AD carry in League of Legends. Why does this exist?
I am the master of the lanes, you see.
I don't understand. There are people that are legitimately upset that League exists in this world, and I'm just like, why? Horikoshi likes League, so we put it in this world. Who cares?
It doesn't make sense.
Why? Who cares? It's a fun little haha. That's the thing that I like. Star Wars also exists. Who cares? It doesn't affect the world all that much.
Mike, I've played League of Legends. We all know this is Shigaraki's main villainous motivation.
But the question is, did he disintegrate his PC after he lost?
He's got extras. He's got spares.
Yeah, he's got extra. There's no way he only has one PC. That
I would disintegrate my entire family, but my rig?
Oh no!
That scene after he killed his whole family, and it's just a bunch of dust, but his computer is perfectly pristine, not a speck of dust on it because he had to protect it.
Ooh, I'm bad, guys. Hey. Mom wanted something.
The man just carries a whole bunch of hands with him. He always wanted the power to manipulate more hands so that he could play League of Legends on 5 accounts at the same time.
Dude,
he could no longer be held back by an absolutely terrible support man.
Because he
can do it himself. Dobby is absolutely mid. He goes mid.
I feel like Dobby is a character that throws on purpose just to watch the world the world suffer.
Yeah. Basically, Dobby is insta-lock mid Tryndamere. A character that should not exist at all and is a meme song that exists. I feel like Twice would probably be the support main. But every once in a while, he goes all sicko mode and it completely feeds the other team. It's very unfortunate.
Yeah, it's about it's like every other game he's really good, and then the other one he's just feeding constantly.
Yeah. Who's the lizard guy?
A Spinner?
Yeah, Spinner. Spinner's definitely top lane. My man mains Renekton.
Listen. Spinner probably, like, as we learned, Spinner also plays League of Legends, so
yeah,
he has a canon character.
Yeah, that's true. Spinner canonically does play League, so yeah, he's definitely maining top. He's definitely playing Renekton.
What about Vampire Girl?
Toga would not play.
A girl playing a League of Legends?
Oh.
Do you want the League of Villains to become too powerful? You know what? Toga does play League of Legends. She streams it, and that's how they fund their endeavors.
That is how they fund.
You're right. True.
Toga pretends to play it, but Spinner is actually playing her character in the background.
Listen, no, it wouldn't be Spinner. It would be Twice.
You're right.
It would be.
You're right. Twice is playing and Toga's pretending to play
while in a hot tub.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy. Well,
you know what? Maybe it is a good thing that League of Legends exists in this universe. This is a good conversation.
It's all right, yeah.
See, I can mention that League exists, but the moment we start talking about League, as someone who hasn't played League at all, I'm like, oh god.
I have played entirely too much League of Legends, but I also quit the game around like season 3.
You quit the game 11 years ago.
Yeah.
and you could still talk League of Legends.
Yeah, I still know about half the characters that exist.
Dude, I don't think I could talk Smite. I guess I could talk the characters, but I couldn't talk anything about like any of the new characters. I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, I'm not talking about any of the new characters. I'm talking about all of the good, unique, and cool characters. Because none of the new ones are cool, good, and unique. They're all anime nonsense.
And this is when Volipede Works hides behind the co-host. Because he knows nothing about it, except that one Fox girl.
Ari? Yeah.
I know about the Fox girl too, for reasons.
I literally mained the least played character in the entire game. And I felt betrayed when they reworked him.
Yeah, but you do that in every game. When we played Smite, Cabrakan wasn't seen as all that good. The moment Cabrakan got a buff and he was actually viable, you stopped playing Smite.
Well, I didn't stop because Cabrakan was good. I always knew Cabrakan was good. I just knew Cabrakan was good before anyone else did.
I just knew Cabrakan was good when he wasn't.
Okay. Cabrakan was always good. This is a tank with 3 separate crowd control abilities. He was insane. Anyway.
Yeah, so Bakugo is a cool boy and I like him.
Yeah, so anyway, Bakugo's cool.
Yeah, I remember I got into My Hero about mid season 2. It was after the tournament arc.
Well,
and that was at that moment that was pretty peak Bakugo hate. And I loved Bakugo. I'm like, he's great. He's a great foil to Midoriya. Why is everyone so mad about this character?
He's mean.
Yeah, that's the point. He's a spoiled brat because he's got an amazing quirk.
It is pretty hot, though.
Oh, yeah, he's fighting a guy who's stored thousands of quirks into his body and is winning by just blowing him up.
It's so
to quote the wise words of Torg from Borderlands 3, your opponents can't fight back when they're exploding.
And
that's all he does.
True. And in some cases, it's good to be good with one gun as opposed to being mediocre with several.
Yeah. Bakugo is enjoyable to watch just because flies all over the place with explosions consistently, and that's fun to watch. And he's also, his personality is also explosive, which is fun. It would be boring if he was a standard friend rival. We have several of those. Bakugo being kind of a jerk makes him stand out in a cast of like 22.
Out of all the Vegeta-like characters, he's the best Vegeta Jr. I like him a lot.
I mean, the best Vegeta Jr. is Vegeta Jr.
Shut up.
Oh, that is
I played too much Nappa on Fighter Z.
Yeah, I have too much PTSD from that stupid Cyberman.
Vegeta Jr. now!
No, Bakugo's a great character, and it took one beating up of Deku for people to realize that I was always right and am to this very day.
Never wrong. Don't doubt me. Even when I am. Never wrong.
Never wrong.
Mods, fill it stocking with coal for doubting me.
Mods, get the Krampus out. We have to get some mods at one point.
Well, you have Zakk.
Yeah.
I mean, Zakk and I are equals. We shouldn't have to do Janny work.
Yes. Fair enough.
That's beneath us.
I like the feeling of yelling at somebody Danny's clean this man up. Send him to the dungeon.
Mods, get him out of here.
Send him to Udon prison.
Send him to Udon prison.
Ban him. Shoot him to the moon. There is no war in Bossing Say.
But yes, My Hero Academia, pretty good this week. Pretty good. Look at the buildings blowing up. Ooh, wait.
It's so good.
Like, for the longest time, out of the big shonen manga, Kubo was king. Everyone, and rightfully so. Kubo, when out of the big three, Kubo was definitely the best at single, like his just base artwork.
Yeah,
because there was so much going on.
Kubo's line work was immaculate.
Yeah, amazing. I feel like Horikoshi. Yeah, like towards the end where they were rushing him out the door, it fell off. But I feel like Horikoshi thrumps Kubo at this point.
Yeah, you know what's crazy?
In terms of just raw consistency.
Yeah.
But you were saying,
like, I don't.
Oh, go on.
I was like, I don't think there is a manga that looks as good consistently as My Hero. Then again, I don't read Black Clover, so I could be wrong on that one, and I've not read any of Demon Slayer, which, judging by the anime, probably looked really good.
I have peeked at some recent Chainsaw Man. You know when you let all the air out of a balloon, it makes a funny fart noise?
Oh, yikes.
That's what this is looking like to me. Because I saw the gun death when I was like, oh, what is this? Then I saw the recent chapter after the waifu has died and has become a little girl or something like that. The artwork looks like Crayon Shin-chan. I'm like, oh. Uh-oh.
People were so excited for the return of Chainsaw Man, and it came back to just not looking all that great. And people were like, what happened? No!
They got another studio to draw it.
That man took a break, and when he came back with no hands.
Hands fell off.
Man,
did he also go blind? Is it contagious?
Well, actually, what happened was Oda took his blindness and gave it to someone else. It's like, this is your problem now.
Unfortunately, Oda also retained his blindness.
Yeah, I've seen the panels that Zakk has shown me of recent Scribble piece, and it's like, how did this happen after he had the surgery? This looks worse than before he had his surgery. What is happening here?
I showed him some panels of the chapter that Oda didn't finish.
Oh, I forgot that was afterward. Oh, I'm in shambles. Oh no, that's right. Oh.
It's like, Oda, I love you, man, but
if you're not going to,
there is a level that we expect, and finishing the chapter is up there.
And the thing is, both Kishimoto and Toriyama have straight up said that Oda can do whatever he wants with shonen.
Yeah. Oda owns shonen. The man makes his own schedule.
If the man needed an extra time to finish the chapter, he would have been given it. Yeah. He just didn't. Like, Horikoshi takes many breaks, which is good for the chapters, but infuriating when I want my chapter this week.
Well,
last week.
Yeah. Well, at least you're not like the JJK boys, because I hear all the kids talking about the pink boy that goes to school and then the white-haired guy that can make infinite space or whatever. So I decided to pop in and take a gander.
JJK has school?
It has school.
Yeah.
Ew.
I know.
I'm pretty sure it's isn't it like a curse academy?
It's My Hero, but with witches.
Yeah. Ew.
Yeah. I took a gander because you know what? I like to be aware of other things. His hands have fallen off. All of them. He lost all his hands. This looks like scribbles.
I have never read Jujutsu Kaisen. But from what I have heard, like the current arc that they're in at the anime is like the big moment, the peak of the series. the Sasuke retrieval, the Sasuke retrieval arc moment. It's a big moment. And then afterwards, the art style just takes a massive dip, almost like they got a new artist.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Oof. Like I taught a lot of. Go on. Sorry.
I will say, as another show I've not watched, but I've just like occasionally peer in just to see if it looks good. Black Clover looks pretty consistently good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just that Black Clover doesn't look consistently good.
It doesn't look consistently interesting.
Yeah. It can look good, but it doesn't look very fun to read.
I would probably love Black Clover.
I can appreciate a good. Oh, go on. Sorry.
I was about to say I like pretty bad anime in mangas from time to time. AK, looking at you, Fairy Tail. But
what a good show, Fairy Tail is.
Fairy Tail is utter garbage. And I read every chapter except the last. I read every chapter. They got to the last chapter and like, I don't need to read more. I have gotten what I've come here for. Goodbye.
Honestly, reading every single chapter except the very last one sounds like it sounds fitting for that show.
It's like the plot ended. It's where are they now? But honestly, it's not going to do anything. So who cares? Moving on.
Very fair.
Not many things I'll do that with. Fairy Tail. Fairy Tail ended like 8 years ago, and I have no interest in finding out the final chapter.
Wait, what?
Fairy Tail's been over. Well, I guess Fairy Tail ended, and then it had like a second series.
Fairy Tail is a lot like Hayao Miyazaki. It keeps coming out of retirement.
Yeah. Let's see. Is Fairy Tail the 1,000-year quest? Is that still going on? Is that done? That's still going.
1,000-year arc, more like.
How is that still going?
I will say.
Now I have to read the last chapter. Oh. I gotta catch up.
I will say this though: Kishimoto's hands did fall off, but he hit it very well.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, Kishimoto is a very good teacher.
Yes,
he knew how to teach his assistants how to draw in his art style.
I don't even know. I wouldn't even agree with that. The one thing about
because Boruto sucks.
Ooh. Yeah, Boruto sucks. And Samurai 8 looked awesome. Now, don't get me wrong, the writing around Samurai 8 was some of the worst manga writing I'd ever seen. Uncomfortably boring.
Yeah, I feel like Kishimoto...
But it looked good.
I feel like Kishimoto just lost the passion for it.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like with Samurai 8, a lot of Naruto had the same thing that, like, the Cell Saga did. A lot of Naruto was shonen intervention. Samurai 8 wasn't.
None of that.
That was a moment where they're like, we trust you with this. And it flopped because it was stupidly boring. How do you make robot space samurais boring?
Toriyama could never.
Somehow Kishimoto did. I can't wait for Horikoshi to do Space Cyborg Samurai, and it also suck. It just turns out it's a concept that no one can get right. And then Oda will make a one chapter gag comic, and everyone will be like, "This is what we wanted.
This is all we wanted."
Technically, we got that already, and people went crazy. There's a color spread of the Straw Hats of the spaceship. And Luffy's mimicking Moria. We're gone.
Soul.
It's great. And then Zoro's outside of the ship because, of course, he got lost, and he's fighting NL's 3 little robot boys, and it's very funny. So you have a space samurai fighting robots.
Incredible. Speaking of quick One Piece news.
Oh,
they released the poster for the Monsters remake. Or I guess the Monsters animation.
Oh,
what is
What? When did this happen?
The monsters? What is the monsters anime? What?
Okay, so before One Piece was made, Oda made this one shot called Monsters. And it's about this guy that looks like Zoro that kills a dragon. Recently, we found out that it's canon in One Piece, and Monsters is canon. It's like an actual, it's an actual One Piece story. And Netflix, since they got One Piece, they're like, hey, what if we get,
that's what this is. Okay.
What if we get the Castlevania guys and we have them adapt Monsters? And I don't like it.
I saw you posted that in the Discord.
Yeah. Let me see if I can.
What is
give you the
this?
speed ups. Do you see it?
Oh no.
Do you see how terrible it looked? Why is it corporate soulless anime drivel?
I have to make a video about this now. Oh, this is a disaster. Zakk, this is a disaster.
What have you done?
What is happening? The world is falling apart around me. What is this?
You were the chosen one. You were supposed to destroy the corporate, not join them.
Oh my also, the dragon has 3 horns. Okay, well, that's a video too, actually. Does he have ears? He have ears. He has side horns.
The previous user of the dragon fruit.
So he's got 5 horns then.
Yeah, he's got 5. You're absolutely correct. Oh, that's a video and a half. I was already planning to make a video about this. This isn't even One Piece. This isn't One Piece.
Yeah, that just looks like every anime I've seen in the last 10 years. Why is there a One Piece adaptation with thin lines in the character designs? Huh?
So is that okay? So that's Serrano, the guy that looks like Mihawk. Is he? Are we going to confirm that he's related to Mihawk?
Probably.
Because I mean, I made a video about that like a while ago, but like, he gets killed by Raymond.
Do you think this is going to be a 1-to-1 adaptation of Monsters, or do you think they're going to take liberty?
Oh, that's going to be Liberty's baby. They're going to put some.
Do you think Oda's going to retcon some things?
Yes.
I feel like Oda's going to write this.
Yeah.
Right? Because it's anime. Well, I feel like Oda's going to write this in the same way that he wrote Film Red.
Yes.
Where a lot of this is going to be...
How do you write Film Red? Sing song here. Sing song here. Movie now.
in the words of George Lucas, there's a lot of they fight.
This is concerning. You're catching my concern live on stream.
I don't know if this is real, but I think it is.
Because I'm looking it up right now. One Piece creators Monsters anime coming to Netflix in January 2024.
And we know that's real.
Oh, wow, that's soon.
That is soon.
Yeah.
What?
Well, Oda's already started promoting it, so it had to be coming out soon.
Right?
Yeah, fair enough.
Oh.
Yeah, they started... I imagine they started work... I imagine this was in the works while they were making OPLA. PLA just came out first.
Oh my days. Oh, I'm so scared.
It'll be successful. I just don't agree with the art style. Because that looks distinctly not One Piece.
I mean, when has Netflix ruined a One Piece thing? OPLA was perfect.
Perfect in every way.
Perfect.
You know, when they gave Arlong Tim's, I felt that.
Paula P. Works his left chat. Jeez.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I liked OPLA. I didn't love OPLA. I'll watch season 2 of OPLA, but I thought it was pretty good.
I think Oda let something slip out about season 2, and everyone thinks it's a joke. I don't think it's a joke. Have you seen that chopper?
The chopper?
That's real.
I hope so much. I want Chopper to have hyper realistic reindeer eyes so bad.
$50 on if that's real, because that just comes out of nowhere. Like, why did you draw this? You've been writing the manga for 2 decades. This never comes up. You drew Snoop Dogg in his hat. That was cool. Where did this come from? No, that's canon, baby. That's going to be in the show. It's going to be a mess.
A beautiful, beautiful. I want live action Chopper to be horrifying.
He should be.
I want to be uncomfortable every moment Chopper's on screen.
Every devil fruit should make me feel uncomfortable.
Well, Luffy's already on a good foot with that.
Yeah.
Gum balloon when we throw up.
Oh my god.
And then they tried again with the... I mean, man, what a weird adaptation that was, right? Remember when they did live action One Piece 2? And they... Oh god, what was the network that produced it? Macy's Thanksgiving Parade? So weird. Gum balloon deflated and everything. It was so realistic.
Wait, did the Luffy balloon pop during the Macy's parade?
Yeah.
Green Bull did it.
Let's go!
Green Bull was out here being a hater and popped Luffy's hat. It was crazy. Live on television.
Luffy's hat popped. And dude, the memes were incredible because there was one guy on Twitter that went, for a fact there was that One Piece fan that stood up and started screaming, no! Because he knew for a fact the deluge of all of the not my goat Goku that could never happen to him that he was going to get.
That one guy that's been posting for the last 2 years since it was Nika was officially announced was like, yeah, Luffy destroys Goku easy. Then that happened and his dreams were crushed.
So how does it feel having your dreams crushed, P-Dubs?
Wait a minute! You know what? I felt it in my gut that it was going to come back on me. I felt it. I felt it so hard. I kept quiet thinking it would pass like a fart, but it didn't. Live on stream, embarrassment. First day out. Well,
I was unaware that the Macy's balloon popped. That's really funny.
Popped by a tree. That's why it's funny.
Yeah, it scritched up against the tree and it tore a hole. Luffy baby. That's our boy.
I don't think any of the Goku balloons have popped.
No.
Although Sonic has, so I guess that proves that Luffy and Sonic are as strong. Luffy's as strong as Sonic the Hedgehog,
but neither of them are as powerful as Green Bull.
Well, you know what's funny? The Naruto balloon hasn't popped either.
Yeah.
Hasn't been inflated though, so
because it doesn't exist. Ha!
Where's my All Might balloon?
That would be kind of base. I would clap for All Might balloon. Don't put the green one up there though. No one likes him.
How is it that My Hero Academia got a balloon and they chose Mineta?
Incredible.
Could you imagine?
Dude, people that don't even watch My Hero Academia would be mad.
Or have Mirako with all her amputated limbs as a balloon so she can easily
do it, you cowards!
They can easily fly through the streets.
They make the balloon too wide so that as you bring her through the streets, each one of her limbs pop one at a time.
Oh, no!
So it happens in real time?
Like, oh my god. Does she have any limbs left? I'm pretty sure she lost.
I think she has one arm left.
I think she lost that arm in the fight against Shinigami.
I think she has one leg left.
Oh, let's see if the wiki tells me.
Well, next year we'll have Luffy and Chomper, and then Chomper. Well, no, it won't be Chomper; it'll be live action Chomper.
Yeah.
They're
gonna put Rudolph in there, and everyone's gonna be like, "Yo, Chopper's in the Macy."
I will legit make a video saying it's Chomper.
The One Piece reference is like, no, it's not.
Rudolph, who's that? That's Chomper, baby.
It would be cool if they had Rudolph, and then they had a blue-nosed Rudolph.
I just love the idea that people think that Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is copyright avoidance Chopper.
Yeah. What do you mean think? No.
He kind of is, but he's more horrifying because he turns into a gorilla.
Because he's awesome and cool.
He is awesome.
Rudolph could never.
Rudolph could never. He's too busy getting drunk. That's why his nose is red.
Yeah. Rudolph got bullied. Did Chopper get bullied? I don't think so.
He actually did.
I know. I've read that bit of One Piece. I am aware.
But then again, Chomper does not pull Santa's sleigh, so that is a L. Ooh, what a good show!
Chopper eats a rumble fruit to help Santa, but it's pre-time skip Chopper. Oh, Christmas is canceled, boys.
Christmas is canceled, boys. Chopper's back in heat.
Yeah, Santa got flung 30 feet into the air because Chopper ate the wrong rumble ball.
Oh man, Mark.
I don't remember. Was it if Chopper ate too many rumble balls,
it's
or
if
was
he
it a
eats too
specific
many
rumble ball?
Yes,
okay,
three's the max.
I couldn't remember if it was a specific one. I got it kind of confused.
It's fine. Eddie's Lobby was a very long time ago.
So, I mean,
Eddie's Lobby was a very long time ago.
Back in 2007. You feel old yet?
Man, that's
you remember Chopper? This is
old.
him now.
Live action Chopper needs to be terrifying. All I want from if they make it like Detective Pikachu, I will be so disappointed. I don't want Chopper to be, oh, look, he's kind of cute. I want to fear Chopper. I want to wake up at night screaming because I had a dream of OPLA Chopper.
I do want him to sound like Ryan Reynolds, though.
Fair. He can't look like Detective Pikachu, but he must sound like Detective Pikachu. Hey, Netflix, we've got great ideas. Call us.
Oh, you know what? No, have Cedric the Entertainer voice him for no reason.
Seth Rogen.
Yes. Hey, Luffy, guy, what is some of this gotcha I got in my pocket?
Yo, what's up with this guy? He's a rubber guy.
He's a rubber guy.
But it's no script either. It's just Seth Rogen doing it.
Hey, Seth Rogen, say funny things. You're Chopper.
Hey, Luffy, I heard you like meat. How about some of this Pineapple Express? That was a bad.
When Oda was asked why he wanted Seth Rogen to play Chopper, he just responded with "Funny man, funny."
He responded with Seth Rogen is the key to all of this because we've never written a funnier character.
After seeing his immaculate performance as Donkey Kong in the Mario movie, we knew we had to have him.
Mm-hmm.
Who was Donkey Kong? Like, that's crazy. What?
Casting him as Donkey Kong, good casting. I don't like Seth Rogen in almost anything. I thought he did pretty well as Donkey Kong. The weird casting will forever be Chris Pratt as Mario.
Yeah.
But even then, I think Chris Pratt did a pretty good job.
He kind of did.
I was like, okay, there were some lines that he read. It's like, well, yeah, that's just Chris Pratt. But the rest of it was not bad. Decent movie. That being said, why is Chris Pratt Dr. Kariha, or whatever her name is? Chopper's surrogate mother.
Oh, yeah. What's her name?
Kariha. That was close.
Yeah, Kariha. What's her name from Halloween? She's going to be Kariha.
Jamie Lee Curtis?
Yeah, Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah, because
Jamie Lee Curtis is perfect casting.
Yeah.
That show,
is like immaculate.
That show has its faults. Its casting is not part of it.
I never blame the actors for anything.
I mean, you could always still have poor casting choices for a character.
Robin showing up with the deepest Russian accent is going to be wild.
I won't be able to take it.
I'm so upset she's not going to show up. Howdy, y'all.
we got the most Russian Kentuckian we could find.
But you know, it would be based, and I wouldn't bat an eye if it happened. If Jack Black was just Wobble,
I would love that.
I would even say if it's perfect.
Wobble.
Wait, come again?
I said Jack Black would make a pretty good Wobble.
Yeah, he would.
I was so upset at the end of OPLA where because I knew they were going to do that. Ooh, who's this character for season 2? And I was hoping we'd get something of Robin, and we got Smoker, and I'm like,
Well, I mean,
I'm well aware that this character becomes pointless in the second half. I don't care.
Yeah, his reputation acted much like his ability because it went up in smoke.
Yeah. I still find it wild. Mike, are you aware that in One Piece right now, we have every single Vice Admiral in the entire show as part of this arc in some way or another, except Smoker?
Listen, Oda forgot to give Carrot a goodbye, so I mean...
Okay.
They had to add it in the anime. It got added in post.
Anime Janny's clean it up. They even made new Vice Admirals with new abilities, but forgot Smoker.
My girl Bluegrass.
Bluegrass. Sea Otter Man.
There's a Sea Otter Man? I'm coming back to work. One Piece. Let's go.
There's a man with a cannon for a head.
Yeah, he's got a cannon that's coming out of his top hat. It's crazy. He like bends forward. He's shooting. He's getting ready to fire. It's great.
What about Gravity Guy? Is he still in? Is he in the story still?
Yeah, he's
sort of.
Kinda.
He's dealing with the Revolutionary Army right now.
Was this Fujitora?
Fujitora.
All right, yeah, I remember his name.
His real name is Isho. Ooh.
Oh. All I know is he had a cool power in Dressrosa, and Dressrosa sucked. So
he is a supporting pillar in Dressrosa. He's pretty cool.
He is one of the good points. He's one of the highlights. All my homies love Fujitora.
He's a pretty good character, and he helps with the world building of that arc.
Mm-hmm.
You do. At least
hockey is a mess, but having a character that sees exclusively through hockey is cool and fun.
Dressrosa does its best with hockey. It really is trying to make you like hockey.
Dressrosa is so weird because its pacing is completely terrible, but it has so many great moments.
It does.
Yeah, well, when you're 150 chapters long or however long it was, it's hard not to have a few great moments here and there. Dressrosa was stupid long.
Wano found a way.
Wano is
that's overbearing. Wano has some good moments.
It does. I
don't think it reaches the heights of God Usopp, but it has its moments.
Can anything reach the height of God Usopp?
I'm still waiting for it.
You'll get an Elbaf.
Oh God, please! I need Elbaf to be the Usopp arc so bad.
I need Elbaf to be perfect. Like, not a hair out of sight. Just perfect.
Elbaf needs to be so on point that Oda reverts to his old art style.
A little bit. Like, no jokes, a little bit. I need that sepia wash color spread with Dorian Broggy sitting in Little Garden. I need something like that.
I need a They Laughed with Dorian Broggy.
Yes. I hope Loki
and Shanks, who's also there.
He's like, with their best friend Shanks.
Oh. Yeah, with the best buddy Shanks.
Remember when Shanks was best friends with Dorian Broggy?
Oh Lord!
Remember when that happened?
Oh.
Remember back in East Blue where Shanks was like, "Oh, yo, I should go to Little Garden next. See my good friends."
Oh. Oh, that ruins it.
It's so bad.
What? I want an explanation so bad because that's crazy, right?
Like, one of my favorite things about One Piece is that you have this gigantic, sprawling world, right? And it is huge, and it is very difficult to navigate. Famously so. Famously difficult to navigate the oceans in the One Piece world. And because of that in itself, you get to see one journey through the One Piece world, right?
Exactly.
You get to see one small snippet of what this world has to offer. But because we only show this one little snippet, and because we set up the facts that everyone takes a different route, everyone has a different path, everyone gets their own adventure, it lets your mind wander, it lets your mind come up with anything that could be, I guess, different, anything that could be new.
Yes.
It makes the world feel big.
It does.
Having everyone be best friendos with everyone undermines that.
I agree. And then, two, it doesn't make it better that when the supernova or the super rookies are introduced, and we see this now with Bonnie's like flashback, she was on a similar journey with Luffy to Luffy, but her journey is completely different.
They never intersected a single time.
Never.
It was the same way with every other supernova. These are just other guys that did the same thing at the same time.
There are only two people whose path intersects with other people in the supernovas because they're on their cruise.
Yeah.
Killer and Zoro, they're on their captain's cruise.
Yeah.
But anything else, it's completely independent.
And that feels good. That feels awesome.
Yes.
Like a devil fruit just being a random treasure of the sea is awesome.
It can spawn anywhere and be anything. You can look it up, but there's no actual guarantee that you'll find it.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. But then Shanks...
But no, everybody just knows everyone.
Shanks goes to the only island in the world where dinosaurs exist to find Dory. How did you even know? You fed? How did you know? You cop? How did you know?
Dude, he's just got a better navigator than anyone else.
We don't even know who his navigator is.
We don't, but he's better than anyone else.
I guess so. It's probably Ben Beckman or something. He just points and shoots and he knows where he's going. I don't know.
Like, I guess, like, if he's been to Elbaf, he might have heard stories of, like, these great pirates that went off to some random island to settle a bet and never came back.
But, like,
but why would he go there?
Little Garden, like, out of all the islands in One Piece that we've seen, Little Garden seems like the most, like, other than, like, what's the little guy in the box?
Oh, Gaimon? Gaimon's Island?
Other than Gaimon's Island, that seems like the most random location.
It is.
Little Island feels like... Don't take this the wrong way. It feels like filler content.
Yeah,
it feels
it spawns out of nowhere and it doesn't affect anything.
Yeah. It feels out of the way, kind of a... let's just go deal with this for now. Who cares about anything else that's going on in the world?
And that's what's beautiful about One Piece. Because the filler content is the best stuff in the show. Because it makes the world feel big. Except for the actual filler content, because that is kind of bad.
A little poopy Sumpa is funny, like that big fat guy that's like, his power is being heat.
Yeah.
I like him, because he shoots steam out his nose and he flies around. That makes me laugh.
Yeah. Oven could never.
Oven could never. He was before Oven.
Yeah.
Who is Oven?
Oven is Katakuri's brother. He also has a heat-based devil fruit, but he can't have the heat fruit because that already exists in filler. So he has to have the oven fruit so he can generate heat that way.
I don't remember this guy. You know what? I went from anime to manga, and suddenly just removing color made me go, "Oh yeah, him."
There you go.
Wow, what a different! He is such a bright character in the anime. You click on the manga, and he's just covered in black. Awesome.
Kind of better because his colors are a little talk about.
Oh no, the great! He fits so well into the Big Mom Pirates.
And I love Big Mom's crew so much.
He's the hardest working man too, because he gets run over by a tank and he gets up and he's fine. Oh, yeah. Okay, so
yeah, but he got negative diffed by Jinbei off screen, so he's kind of bad.
You do this to me every time. Oh. I'm not gonna fall into it this time. I'm not.
You already did.
I'm stronger than this.
Yeah, I'm not gonna fall into it. Says the man in the hole.
That movie's coming.
Your pitfall trap won't get me from down here.
My man is learning to fly as we speak.
Or I have this shovel next to me. I can use it to get out or dig it deeper. I might dig deeper. Jinbei ruins Whole Cake Island. I said it. No, I said it's true. I hate him at Whole Cake Island. I hate him.
He doesn't do anything.
Exactly.
He has this one forced helmsman scene. I'm like, brother, where was this expertise when the giant boat was crashing into your island? Shut up, Jinbei. I know it didn't have any steering apparatuses, whatever. You're the best fishman karate man in the world. You couldn't do anything. Yeah. I have, to the point that I am at, Jinbei has done actually nothing.
Yeah. To the point that we're at, Jinbei has done actually nothing.
Oh, samesies. He doesn't do anything in Wano?
He has one extremely boring fight where he is given exposition against an extremely cool guy.
Who's almost my favorite of the Flying Six. He probably is my favorite, actually. And he's, go on.
Just tell me this. Does Nami get a good moment?
Yes.
We're good. All right.
She gets a good moment.
I gotta read Wano.
She gets a good moment, but we were robbed.
I'm aware of the coward. We don't get the cowards fight.
We don't get the coward duo fight, but Nami does get a pretty good moment.
We do get Robin, which is nice.
I'm aware of Devil Robin.
Devil Robin's cool.
Yeah.
And it makes me feel like I'm not crazy because I predicted this for like 10 years that this would happen, and it finally did. So I feel very good about that.
I see.
Devil child has become a devil adult.
I see you two are in the the ways of always right.
Yes. I have dabbled.
It's not a power that can be taught, only earned.
Like I'm right about this fat fish guy dying. Just kill him, Oda. Stop being a coward and kill him. Kill him. Higher bound than Sanji, ridiculous. Absolutely. I can't even. You know what? No. You know what? He should have a higher bound than Zoro. They won't commit to it. Actually, in canon, he should. He actually should. Because he's done more than Zoro. He should, but they won't do it. He won't do it. Cowardly.
Could you imagine the Zoro fans? They would revolt.
They should.
They would riot.
They should be made to be upset because that's actually correct. It's correct. He's got like one of the longest resumes in One Piece. It's ridiculous. It doesn't even make sense for the crew he's on, but whatever.
You can't have a higher bounty than Zoro. It's not allowed. The world
is not allowed.
The world will crumble and cease to exist if that happens.
Michael, and the Zoro fans will be behind it all.
Michael and Zachary, are you aware that Jinbei has been at a higher bounty bracket than Zoro for almost the entirety of the series until Wano ends?
Yeah.
That is crazy. Insane.
I mean, before Wano, he was a warlord and not a Straw Hat. It made sense.
Yeah.
It made sense that the captain of a very notorious pirate crew would have a higher bounty than the first mate of another notorious pirate crew.
And someone who's been bumming around Yonko crew since its inception.
Mm-hmm.
It makes sense. It does.
Jinbei stopped doing anything, so of course his bounty is now lower than Zoro's.
He's got a point.
Zoro cuts Kaido. Does Jinbei cut Kaido? Didn't think so. Put that man into trillions.
He did something more impressive. He hit Big Mom.
I hope Big Mom kills him. I will stand up and clap. Oh.
Big Mom just bursts out of the ground, eats Jinbei, and this goes back under, and that's it. He's just gone.
Well, that's the whole thing about Whole Cake is that Big Mom has her soul power where she could steal years off of people.
Right.
So it's still very likely that Jinbei gave a chunk of his life for his crew.
Right.
To get Big Mom off of their back. Which would be a very, very cool thing to have happen suddenly to Jinbei.
Paula Pete is salivating in chat.
He's like, the moment he's dead, that is a celebration.
There's been a joke that's going to turn into reality that I'm going to make a feature-length film about why I don't like Jinbei.
Jinbei dies and you put out your 5-hour-long documentary of why Jinbei sucks.
Exactly.
And why it's a good thing he's dead.
And I'll eat up the hate comments. I'll eat them up. I'll drink them up like a milkshake. Because for like a decade, you don't know the lore. For a decade, I have been told that Jinbei is a good and based character, and I'm just jelly. And I'm like, are you reading the same manga am I reading? What is this? Okay, well, Zakk, you've put me in the Jinbei hole. I'm out now.
I got it out of my system. Are you happy? Are you happy?
See you next week, ladies and gentlemen, for another Jinbei hole. Where I immediately push
that's your recurring gag in stream is just every time.
It gives him one more recurring gag than Jinbei has.
That's the setup. Zakk pushes me into the hole, and I rummage around in it for an hour. It's very good.
I only know of one joke surrounded Jinbei, and the One Piece fans, the One Piece readers thought they gave Nami hockey.
The spoilers that week were wild.
Oh my god! I just remember that, and like I remember you were like, "Yeah, everyone's saying that Nami has hockey because of this panel," and like, show me the panel. I read it and like, wow, the One Piece community is kind of stupid. Because there's no way. It was so obviously a joke.
I mean, it's a joke.
There are no jokes in One Piece. It's a smart series for smart people like me.
I mean, it's peak fiction. He definitely planned.
He planned that from
Nika
chapter one.
From chapter 1.
He planned Nami having Conqueror's hockey from chapter 1.
From chapter 1, dude. It was planned. Meanwhile, I don't think Horikoshi has planned anything.
Yeah, we were talking about My Hero Academia.
That was kind of the point. Yeah.
Oh.
Oops.
Oh, well.
The saddest thing is Kishimoto apparently did put like all of like post Naruto. Kishimoto has said was planned. That includes Kagura.
That's a lie.
That's tragic.
That's a bold-faced lie.
Yeah, there's no way.
You did not plan for Sailor Moon to come down and say, I am the one who gave birth to all.
That was exclusively so that he could push for Boruto.
Yes.
There is no way.
For how okay. No, we're going.
That was so bad. And I'm still mad that happened. I'm still mad that we got Kagura.
It's been a decade.
It's been a decade. See, now I'm in you got.
Now I'm in the hole.
Now I'm in the Kagura hole. It's like Kishimoto. Come on!
Why it's so wild is because, okay, I know quite a bit about Naruto. It is so grounded from beginning all the way up to that point, and then we just introduce aliens.
Yeah.
Brother.
Aliens were there from the start.
The thing about Naruto that was crazy was in the manga, they weren't aliens. They were just people gifted powers from a tree they weren't supposed to steal powers from. That was it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's fine. That would be great. I would love if that's just how that stayed. Instead of, well, now they're aliens and that's canon. And now there's a whole franchise about that.
Boruto has gone off the rails in terms of lore.
And Boruto has such interest. Boruto does a lot of interesting things. It's just...
It's Boruto, so it does it in a very uninteresting way.
Dude, them reversing the everybody loves the character through mass genjutsu to everyone hating Boruto. That's so cool and such a good way to start to do a time skip. And just to immediately bring it into Boruto just being so cool again.
Yeah, Boruto is still the coolest guy in the room. He can't do any wrong. He's the best boy. And you know what? Like, people, the entire world might hate Boruto, but everyone still loves Boruto.
Naruto did such a good job when it did the time skip. And one of the first things they do is Konohamaru does sexy jutsu to be like, look how good I've gotten at my preferred jutsus. And Naruto goes, oh, Konohamaru, you foolish child. I am beyond those.
I'm beyond such immature jutsu.
Because I am more perverted now than ever. And it's such a good gag that just, it's a good subversion of expectation.
Yeah.
Boruto doesn't do that. Boruto just does, all right. So he was training with Sasuke, so now he's just Sasuke, but Boruto.
I was promised Avenger Himawari.
Yeah, Himawari being just the exact same character she was. On some parts, that makes an interesting character because of, it's like, all right, well, it kind of like her not wanting to kill Boruto still shows a bit of, well,
humanity in the character.
It shows humanity in the main villain.
Yeah,
because she saw the humanity in Kiwari, whatever his name is, and she sees it after the world has been changed. And that's interesting, but it's also kind of boring. And I'm so sorry we went on the Naruto/Boruto tangent. He's left the chat.
Oh, no, I'm here. I just had a question. Does the magical alien eye make ghosts too?
In the same way the Sharingan does?
Yes.
I don't think it does.
Kagura never used the Byakugan. I mean, the Susanoo.
Well, what is Boruto's power set with his magic eye?
Does Boruto have the extra? Oh no, you're talking about. Oh right, he does have that like blue eye. I have no idea, to be honest with you. None. I have no idea what Kagura does.
I think it's something ridiculous. Like it gives him all the powers of like the Rinnegan or something like that. Let me see. Boruto.
It's called Karma.
Wiki. Yeah, the Karma Eye.
Yeah.
Also, the Rinnegan, I'm still lost, but I'm going to pretend like I know what it is.
All right. Karma acts as I am not reading that word. Backup file to the consciousness. They have USB backups of the personalities? Naruto is so dumb. So I guess it does give him some of the powers of magical alien people.
So he can make ghosts?
Oh, this is bad.
Oh,
this is really bad.
I gotta go to the Naruto wiki. It's more filled out. I went to the Boruto wiki and it was like, Karma is a
when activated, the mark stretches and expands to cover his entire arm, the right side of his face, and a series of elegant lines. While doing so, it greatly boosts his physical parameters and lets Boruto absorb virtually any ninjutsu or chakra-based target. It can also produce a dimensional portal to other realms.
So he can eat ghosts.
Remember when Naruto got that ability at the end of the series? Actually, he never even got the ability to go into other realms.
No.
I think did Sasuke have that power?
I think that was only Madara that did that.
Well, I remember there's a moment where Kagura separates Naruto and Sasuke. How did Sasuke get back? He had that. I think he had that power. So they pretty much. So they took
they gave him Super Saiyan. They just gave him Super Saiyan.
They
Oh yeah, he can fly too.
Yeah.
Huh?
What?
Huh? Huh?
Are you serious?
I don't know. This picture makes it look like he can fly.
Yeah, but I mean, a lot of Naruto looks like they're flying because.
I'm saying my man looks like he's levitating.
Are you?
What?
Let me see if I can.
Boruto bad. Boruto bad.
Boruto not good. Boruto bad.
I won't let me save the picture. It's too embarrassed.
F's in chat for Kishimoto, dog. This franchise is down in the gutter.
Kishimoto has hardly anything to do with it at this point.
At age 7, Boruto began to subconsciously activate the Jogan in his right eye, prompted by a prophetic dream imparted by Tonari Otsutsuki and the appearance of Nue.
You can't say those words on stream.
What? Originally, the eye was instinctively activated only at times of great threat.
What?
What is a Jogan? What? That sounds like a slur.
The dojutsu allows him to detect things generally unseen by the normal eye. It can perceive the flow of chakra, enabling Boruto to see visible changes when chakra. It's Byakugan, okay?
Yeah.
It can also determine the chakra. It lets him see the Tenketsu. It lets him see through invisible barriers that connect dimensions. Oh, this is... Oh, they gave him Super Saiyan and Super Byakugan.
What is a Tenketsu?
The chakra points.
Oh, I thought that was a ten-tail beast. Oh.
No.
Oh. Wow. But why?
Oh, geez. Why did they give him so many powers?
What? I'm so confused. So,
like, JoJo exists already. We already have the template for how Naruto 2 should go.
Yeah.
And instead, they went the Dragon Ball route.
Viciously so. Which makes sense because, well, you know.
This is what happens when Gohan becomes the main character. Yeah. But nobody liked Gohan to begin with. And let me rephrase that. Everyone seems to like Boruto as a character who likes the show, so...
Yeah, but everyone that likes Boruto are the same... The people that like Boruto are the same paste eaters that liked Sword Art Online. So let's be real here.
Yeah, this is what happens.
It's bad.
This is what happens when Gohan becomes the protagonist after the Cell Saga. Except it's the version of Gohan that like Gohan's fans see him as,
and everyone loves Gohan because he can do nothing wrong. Boruto's bad.
God,
Boruto makes my head hurt.
It makes my head hurt too.
Because I just listened to a bunch of terms that I don't know the definition of. And I am behind in the dust.
I understand the definition. It makes me...
That was a moment where I fell in the Kagura hole. You handed me a shovel to dig myself out, and I kept digging down because I was like, no, I want to be safe and secure in my anger and hatred.
Hold the phone. He has 3 chakra releases?
Oh, huh?
My man gets lightning, wind, and water jutsu?
Don't people just get one?
No.
Typically, typically you have one that you're very attuned with, and a lot of people can get 2. 3 is pretty rare. Theoretically, you can get all 5. Okay, Kakashi can do all 5.
Yeah, Kakashi can do all 5. Sasuke can do all 5. It was like Naruto was weird because Naruto could only do 1. And that was like for people that use elemental releases, that was weird because Naruto was like, I do 1 wind. I do wind. Singular wind jutsu.
Which, I mean, that kind of adds to his charm because he's bad. That's what's funny.
Naruto sucked. That's why Naruto was so good, because Naruto was awful.
Can't even do the Rasengan properly. He has to have himself hold it. So
Naruto learned he had wind style jutsu and never created 1 jutsu with it and did nothing else with it. He's like, I only need 1 wind style jutsu. That's it.
The general idea that kind of permeates the entire show, right? And it spirals away from it a little bit, but there's still a core to this general kind of idea that I feel like Kishimoto had since the start of the series. Is that you have Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura. Each of them is supposed to be the general master of a different kind of jutsu in between taijutsu, ninjutsu, and genjutsu. I feel like that was the original idea, which is why Naruto always remained as the big punchy boy for the entire series.
Yeah.
And all of his powers kind of feed into that idea of just be like, let's just punch more.
Kishimoto also forgot to do literally anything with Sakura.
Who?
Yeah. Oh, this is funny. Oh, I love reading the Boruto wiki. This is feeding me.
Uh-oh.
Stemming from his 2 strong bloodlines, Boruto is a prodigy, regarded as able to accomplish anything in a remarkably short period of time.
Oh my.
Having inherited his grandfather's genius and his father's unpredictability.
But Hinata and Naruto are failures. That was the whole point. And the 4th was kind of just a bum that did 1 thing, right?
No, the 4th was
No, the 4th was insane.
Okay.
The 4th developed a jutsu.
The 4th was also incredibly unpredictable.
Yeah.
Naruto inherits that from his father.
The 4th was a guy who developed a jutsu where he could throw a kunai and literally summon himself to it so he could teleport around the battlefield, and it was sick.
Oh, yeah, right. Flying
thunder god.
Legend. Yeah. But there was Kishimoto, not his hack of an apprentice who can't draw anything, released an actual chapter that revolved around Kishimoto this year. That chapter dropped, and at least on Manga Plus, when that dropped, was the #1 manga. It exploded because it was well written. It looked cool. We got some characters that we didn't really get to see a whole lot of during the main series get some development. And man, I really wish Kishimoto would come back and just, instead of just kind of doing some work, would just do some work.
Grow some hands, Kishi.
Also, why does Boruto get Sasuke's headband?
Cause
he gets his headband because
I passed on my headband to you. The entire point of the headband is that it's extremely personal to the person wielding it.
Right, but when Boruto got. I'm trying to remember and word at the same time, and it's not working. But he got it in the movie, and the reason he got it was because he had just gotten his headband taken away from Naruto because he cheated in the Chunin exams. And things happen, I don't remember, but he learns about what it means to be a ninja, kind of. And Sasuke's like, well, we've got this headband.
So it's because Iruka gave Naruto his
exactly.
headband. So we need to do that with Boruto. Except instead of an absolute failure, endless tuning like Iruka, we have to give him the headband of the most powerful shinobi who has ever lived.
And of course, he wouldn't give that headband to his daughter because his daughter's a blind failure.
I don't know if Hiwami's a blind failure, but I think the
You mean Sarada?
Sarada.
Oh right, yeah, duh. Not Naruto's daughter.
Listen, I can't give my headband to my daughter. I would have to be there as a father first.
And she wears glasses.
I think the reason why Boruto gets Sasuke's headband is because at that moment, Boruto is not a ninja. He lost the right to be a ninja, which is kind of what happens when Sasuke gets his headband damaged. He loses the right to be a leaf ninja.
Oh,
that's a guess.
God, the more I read this page, the worse it gets.
Are you just reading the Boruto page?
Yeah, it's amazing. Before entering the academy, Boruto could create shadow clones and was able to coordinate his attacks with the clones to perform Chunin, if not Jonin level maneuvers. Maneuvers is spelled incorrectly. And
He found the soundboard, guys. Wait.
That was appropriate.
So on top of all of that, he can also summon toads and perform Jiraiya's cooperation ninjutsu.
Huh? Oh, and he's got the little sock puppets on his shoulders.
I have to wonder. Oh God, no! They canonized the manga. I was gonna say, I gotta wonder if that's. I mean, the anime. I gotta wonder if that was just anime stuff because the anime is legitimately just the worst. But then I remember they canonized the anime. So it is. Jesus, Boruto's a mess. It just became, what if Naruto was a power fantasy?
What if Naruto
They gave this guy everything. They gave him everything.
And even if the village, it's like, oh my God, the village turned against him. Still has Sasuke on his side and Sarada and
any character who actually matters is either on his side or sealed in a weird pocket dimension.
Yeah. There was one character that I feel like there's some interest with this weird mental manipulation that they've managed to, at least it seems like they've managed to be handling well. That's Mitsuki, because he still has that thoughts that he has those memories that Kawaki is Boruto, so he's pretty much duty bound to Kawaki, but Kawaki's just mean to him. He's like, I don't remember this in my memories. That's at least interesting.
Fair.
Yeah,
Kawaki doesn't even try?
No, Kawaki is still the exact same character, but in the different memories. Honestly, why does everyone just sit there like, man, Kawaki... well, I guess because his quote-unquote father is now dead. It changed him. Boruto's bad. I can't wait for One Piece to suffer the same fate.
No! No!
Two Piece is going to be wild.
Oh.
I can't wait for Goofy to be the worst.
I was about to say, how on earth could we possibly make a character stronger than Luffy at this point?
Roger.
See, here's the thing. Luffy's son starts with the power of Nika, and it only goes up.
Yeah.
He eats
Luffy's
the Nika fruit.
No.
It's just Nika. It's so powerful.
Diggity dog, do you think that Luffy's son is going to have all of his power come from a paltry devil fruit? He's going to be the literal sun god himself.
Fair point. My apologies. Yeah, they're gonna think he ate a devil fruit, but he actually just ate an apple, and he's just super powerful to begin with.
I made my own
that allows him to swim.
Yeah.
Not just swim, manipulate water because he trained with his uncle Jinbei to learn fishman karate.
Luffy's son, because he is the son of Boa Hancock and Monkey D. Luffy, he has both of their devil fruits at the same time.
Plus super,
but he can also swim.
And because he's a protagonist, everyone lusts after him. So everyone's affected by Boa's devil fruit power.
Yeah, of course.
That's just how this works.
And he has super conqueror's hockey, even more powerful than Shanks. Ooh.
See, like, even if they did all of that with a two-piece, it would still be better than Boruto. Because at its core, One Piece is a gag manga, and that would be hilarious to read.
Yeah, it would be. It would just be Bobo.
Yeah, honestly, it would
just be Bobobo.
No, it wouldn't be Bobobo. It'd be One Punch Man.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Because Bobobo, there's, as weird as it is to say, Bobobo, there is threat. Bobobo is not the strongest being of all time. Now, the threat is always in comical form. But Bobobo gets beat up constantly, and it's usually from his allies, mind you, but he still gets beat up. Saitama never gets beat up.
No. Well, boys, we are entering the 2-hour mark.
I think it's about that time.
That's fair.
So give us a little shout out, Mike, about your links again.
Where do we find you?
You can find me on the twitch.tv/Keo the Third. Third is 3RD, and it's all one word.
So get over there, give him a follow.
Give him a big follow. All your follows. Go now.
While you're out there pressing buttons, I believe that you should subscribe to Polypede Works.
And
just follow me, not him.
No, our ending.
I called dibs.
Subscribe to Keo the Third.
Subscribe to Keo the Third. But while you're doing that, also subscribe to Reddit Sephiroth.
By the way, this was a My Hero Academia podcast.
Yes, sir.
We didn't even.
We hardly talked about MHA. We talked about
MHA a lot.
It's hard to talk about MHA when we're all just like, yeah, it's pretty good. And there's nothing super bad about it. Then we talk about Boruto and went on a tyrant of why everything about that is bad.
Well, the bar is open, boys.
Don't be dodgy. We'll see y'all in the next one.